What's up, everybody? All right, just recovering from one of those things. It happens after being on the plane, and I'll tell you some funny stories about that later on. Wanted to point something out. As far as going forward tomorrow morning, obviously I'm gonna see if I can pinpoint one play, like somewhere around 9:45, 10 o'clock, somewhere around there. You'll see the opening bell live stream tomorrow. I'll probably change the name of it to something else, but you'll see the live stream on this channel. There's a couple of stocks I'm looking at. I want to see if it continues the performance that it was having because I look at momentum plays. People telling me, this is going to run, that's going to run, this is shorted at a certain point. I'm like, this is a simple question for everybody. When was the last short squeeze? When's the last time you saw a short squeeze rip up a couple of $100 at least? I'll let you guys think about that for a second. Think about it. Since you've been in the stock market, when was the last short squeeze you've seen? Now, I've seen rips and runs. That I have seen. I have seen rips and runs. 30, 40, 50, $60, 100 and change, whatever. I've seen that. Okay, don't talk to me about those Chinese IPOs because that was inside market stuff. But what else have you seen? Pretty much nothing. That's why I don't pay too much attention when people are like, this is a heavily shorted and this is okay. They have ways to mitigate that. So I look for momentum runs that are already running, that the momentum is there and I can ride that momentum. The reason why that's good, it's almost like getting, like you see how people who don't know about cars, they go to dealerships and they buy pre-loved, pre-certified kind of cars because they gave it a stamp of approval. We checked it. We made sure the oil change was done. Yeah, after it wasn't done for 5 years. But people feel better because somebody else, gave it the stamp of approval. When you see a play running, it might be a bad play at the end of the day, but it's running. And if you act fast enough, you can make a couple of bucks. If you're lucky and you caught that one play when it was vulnerable, you can make a good amount of money. But I look at momentum. Momentum plays is what I look at. I'm not a big... You guys already know. The whole, this is the resistance and we're hitting this and we're going to bounce back up and get the fuck out of here. Bounce back up to what? If I fucking believed in that, I would be living in a fucking tent. Like you can't even use that type of mindset in this stuff. There's none of that shit. There's nothing. And I'll give you an example. Let's say you see a pharmaceutical company and the stock is at, I don't know, $4. And all of a sudden they release some, I don't know, magic cream. Rub this on your dick and you'll fucking live 20 more years. Something like that. Their stock is going to go up. That's based on something that happened. If you catch it, you're riding the momentum. That makes more sense to the common man. You start telling me about this line, that line, the Fibonacci, the fuck out of here. Anyway, I'm not going to get into my rants. You know how I feel about that. Fundamental plays are just fucked up. Yeah, look, how many plays are heavily shorted? How many plays are on the threshold list? How many plays can we count that got synthetics out there? How many plays are constantly with the failed to delivers? How many times the brokers are always doing IOUs? But something triggers one of those plays, that's when you catch it. That's when it runs. That's why, it's one of these things where I just see, people tell me, but it was already running when you got in. Duh. Yeah, it was. It was already running. That's why I got in and I ran with it and I got out. People want to find the sleeper play. I buy in and I just hold. Come on, people, everybody come in and buy and just hold it. How does that work most of the time? Because once the street finds out about it, look at what they do. Just like that. So tomorrow morning, I'll have a stock. I will say you got to give it You got to give me till about 10 o'clock New York time because I watch plays. You know, you can't really also say coming right out of the gate, the morning bell. You can't. Also, you're working with some of the pre-market sell-offs at that time. So you can't really judge a stock's performance there. I mean, an IPO or something, but those things are fast and dangerous. Hang tight. Momentum plays? Shit, you'll probably even have them during the chicken apocalypse. Those you come across all the time. Short squeezes that run 100, 200, 300, 500. When was the last time you saw one?